Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining. I am a mom of 3 and I'm currently 18 weeks pregnant with our 4th babe. So in this video, we are going to be refreshing, reorganizing, decluttering this playroom, I guess you could call it. This is the closet that's underneath our staircase, and it is a giant closet. So instead of using it as a closet, we are just using it as the kids' play space. This is where all of their toys get stored essentially. And it is, as you can see, it's just a hot mess. We had a bunch of kids over for Addie's birthday party a few weeks ago, and they just destroyed this closet. And I honestly have not had the time or the motivation to clean it up, refresh it, reorganize it, get rid of stuff. So that is what we are going to be doing in this video. First, I'm going to be pulling everything out of this closet so that I can vacuum it and kind of see all of the stuff that we have. And then I'm going to declutter some of the things that I know they don't play with anymore or that are broken, etc. And then I'm going to put it all back in, nice and organized and pretty so that they actually use it, hopefully. As it stands right now, they almost never go in here because you open the door, and as you could see in the beginning, it was just a hot mess. Like, you couldn't even walk in. So they pull out their scooters because their scooters are like the main things that they can get to right now, and they ride their scooters in the house, but they don't play with any of the toys. So they haven't really played in here for like a month maybe, because it's always just a hot mess. So I finally found the motivation and the energy to go through this closet and get rid of stuff, organize it. So that is what we are doing in this video. So let's keep going.
You take my love for granted. Say a bunch of stuff you never mean, yeah. I think I need a minute to figure out my limits. You cross them more than once, yeah. You take my love for granted. We keep on talking from body to body, yeah. Getting closer to just being nothing else. I'm a sucker for your love, even though it's kind of toxic, babe. You know I feel.
So now that I've got everything out except for this little storage chest back here, which I'm just going to leave here because it never moves from this spot, I'm going to vacuum the floor in here. And I surprisingly picked up a lot of stuff. Our dogs, when there's space, like to come lay in here. I think they just like to get away from the kids. But there's also snack crumbs in here from Addie's party and from the kids just coming in and out when they do come in and out and dropping food everywhere. So we are giving this a good vacuum.
That your love is from a different place. It's toxic, babe. Not sure what I expected. To think you wouldn't be so reckless.
Now that everything is moved out of the closet, I'm going to give you an overview of what all I took out, which is just surprising. Like, there's a lot of stuff that was in that closet and just kind of shoved in there, and honestly never really gets played with anymore because they don't even know what's in there because there's so much in there just shoved everywhere. So this is kind of everything that I took out. Their little spaceman thing, their little tunnel that was just shoved in the corner. All of these toys were shoved in that tiny little closet. So we are going to declutter and organize everything that was in here. Right now, I'm bringing a couple things back in. They're dinosaur puzzles, they're little Spider-Man things, so I can start organizing it and putting it back on this shelf in like an order that I think that not only will look good, but that they will be able to see it and actually use it.
I keep on pretending, I know we better end it. I said it more than once, yeah. You take my love for granted. We keep on talking from body to body, yeah. Getting closer to just being nothing else. I'm a sucker for your love, even though it's kinda toxic, babe. You know I feel it when we touch, that your love is from a different place. It's toxic, babe. Nothing more to say, let's just waste away. One more time is all we
This giant wicker basket here was used to store blankets, but the blankets had since been removed, probably during Addie's party, so that they can play with the blankets in the corner because they were just kind of shoved into the corner and like a little fort was made out of them. So I'm taking all the toys out of this basket, putting them where they go so that this basket can be used for blanket storage again.
a bitter truth to face.
This little bin right here we use for like their games that they play with, like a little game activity bin. So I am just going through and putting all of the little cards back into this little charade game because they were dumped out in the bottom of this little basket. So I'm putting them all back and reorganizing it, and then getting rid of some card decks in here that they had gotten for Christmas, I think, that they just don't play with.
Not that innocent, we know what we did. I'm a sucker for your love, even though it's kinda toxic, babe. You know I feel it when we touch, that your love is from a different place. It's toxic, babe. Oh, it's toxic, babe. Yeah, it's toxic, babe.
Now we are moving on to the ball pit, which, as you can see, has more than just balls in it. So I'm going through and taking out all of the toys that do not belong in here. And then as I'm going through and taking out toys that don't belong in here, I'm realizing that there's a lot of like food crumbs and snack crumbs and everything in the bottom of this ball pit. So I eventually take all of the balls out of this as well and then vacuum the bottom of it before I start putting stuff back in it.
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that I want you. You know you make me feel so alive. Can't stop thinking about you day and night. Love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down here, you make me smile. You're the
So this video, looking back at it when I'm editing it, definitely looks deceiving as I'm putting everything together and kind of speeding portions up, because it actually took me 3.5 hours to clear out that little closet. Clear out, organize, refresh that little closet. 3.5 hours, because I've got 2 kids home with me while our daughter's at school. And so don't be like discouraged if you guys have something similar and you need to get through it, but you just don't think you have the time to do it. Take your time, do it at whatever pace you guys need to do. As you can see, while I'm doing all of this and cleaning and organizing, I've got 2 kids that are destroying what I'm doing at the same time that I'm trying to clean and organize. So it takes me a lot longer to get stuff done. So you can do this too. Just take your time, do it at your own pace, get it done so that you guys can feel a lot better about whatever space in your house is driving you crazy.
You are the solution.
And of course, now that the ball pit is nice and clean and I was just in here playing with it, now the boys want to get in here and play with it and then try to dump all of these balls out. Maverick is so big for this ball pit now. It's funny. He used to fit in this thing so perfectly, and now he's just giant. Now Knox fits in it. But for whatever reason, Knox never really plays in it anymore. He only wants to get in it when Maverick's in it and when Maverick's playing with it. But Maverick loved this ball pit, so I'm not sure what it is. Just their personalities, I guess.
I just wanna look into your eyes. You know you make me feel like I'm alive. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are, you are, you are.
So we have this little bin in the living room that you guys have seen me clean before and organize before and throw toys into before. But I'm going through it again to pull out some of the toys that belong in the closet or toys that belong upstairs. So I'm just going through and organizing it, pulling out anything that I can put in the little plastic bins in the closet so that the stuff that's in this bin is just the easy small stuff that Knox plays with, so that he has like an easy basket and he doesn't have to go all the way to the closet.
Whispers in my head, what you gonna do? 선택의 기로에 난 지켜내려 해. 쉽지 않아도 진실한 나만의 beliefs. You know what they say, don't brag about what you have. Be careful and be humble, otherwise you should be ready to stop.
So I just transferred some of the cars to a smaller plastic bin so they fit better on the shelf, because that little tiny bin that they were in sticks off the shelf. And I had an extra plastic bin in the garage, so I switched out some of the cars to match the same little bin that I have here. And now I pulled everything off the shelf so that I can put it all back and organize it. This is the little marker coloring station bin that I had. I had an extra plastic bin in the garage and I thought that it would work really well for like a coloring station. So I put some like crayons and markers and coloring books in it, and I put it on the top of this shelf. Now I'm just putting all of their little pullback cars. This is that activity bin that I was telling you guys about. So I'm putting that back on the shelf, just organizing it, making it easier to access, stuff that they can see and actually play with, or hopefully play with.
You know what they say, 자신감이 없니? 왜 당당하게 살지를 못해? Keep walking your way, don't look back. 너만의 길이야. Even when you fall, don't look back. 사실은 말이야. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. 'Cause it's only yours. Only yours, yeah. 쏟아지는 말, 이미 어지러운 이 세상 속에서 어둠 속의 light 붙잡아 진실한 나만의 beliefs. 차가운 바람 그득하니 앉아 내 마음속에 새겨둔 작은 위로를 더 꺼내야 하나. 우울함의 파도를 가라앉혀. But when you feel like giving up, remember, keep walking your way, don't look back. 너만의 길이야. Even when you fall,
So as a reminder, this is what this closet used to look like when we first started. Just a complete hot mess. You could barely even walk in here without stepping on stuff or even get to half the stuff that's in here. So this is what we started with so that you can see the transformation at the end.
Written down the words to say, it is time. I've been waiting 5 days to explain how you make me feel inside. Baby, got it all.
So we've got coloring stuff like these dot markers and some crayons. We've got coloring books and sticker books. We've got their Play-Doh and their sand bucket. And then we've got their little pullback dino toys. These are some more pullback cars and their little wood ones. And then this is like their game bucket. Got some random, this is like a flashcard game, some puzzles, a charades game, their little drawing pad. They've got chutes and ladders and the little hi-ho Cheerio game that they really like. And then they've got Monopoly, Where's Waldo books, a little Spider-Man activity book that's like a coloring book, sticker book, etc. Some puzzles, a little Mickey game board. These are like Hot Wheels cars. And then Knox really likes this still, along with their little building blocks. And then this is normally in the living room, but since we had space in here, I put it in here. It's his little blue track that he hangs on either the fireplace or the window. And then these cars go with this mostly. Slide down the track. And then they just got this. It's a little play outside sand bucket. And they like putting stuff in this and rolling it across the floor. I hung their little tunnel thing up so that it was out of the way. This is just a TV, like it used to be the old kids' TV, and we don't know what we're doing with it, so it's just staying in here for now. But I've got their scooters and their bikes and the little baby bike that they like riding inside. It rains a lot here in Washington, so these pretty much get ridden inside the majority of the time, or the majority of the year, and then summer's really the only time it's nice enough to take it outside. So for the most part they stay inside and they get used inside. But then this is their little bowling set, and then their Magnetiles and their Magnetile car racing things. I don't know where the other things are that go to this. They're probably outside or upstairs. Then this is Knox's fave toy right now. Normally this just stays in the living room, but since I have space for it in here, I might as well put it in here so it's out of the way. And then I hung this up on a little command strip so they can stand back here and shoot it. But we've got some more like games, card games and stuff up there that are not really kid friendly. They're just like more adult games. So I'm keeping those up there because I don't have a cupboard or anything to put them. And these are extra padding stuff for his scooters and stuff. I just keep those in here for now because he doesn't seem to need them outside right now. Still feels like a lot of stuff, but I was able to put some stuff in here that was in the living room. So it's out of the living room. And I was able to organize everything else. I got rid of some stuff. We had a bin in the
garage that I was able to rotate some stuff from, like a toy bin, like a rotate toy bin. And so those blocks came from that toy bin. And then these little car things came from the toy bin also. But I've got his little setup over here for coloring, which we didn't have before. They kind of just were random places. So yeah, I might pull some other toys out of here if they don't play with them now that they can see them, and I put them in the rotate toy bin so that it feels like less toys, so they're not overwhelmed when they come in here. Like, I just want stuff in here that they're actually going to play with, you know? And if it's a complete disaster like it was earlier, they aren't going to play with it. If they walk in here and they're like, oh my God, I don't even know what to do, they're literally not going to play with it. So I think this is a lot better. Hopefully they'll start playing with some of the stuff in here. And if they don't play with it, I'll either donate it or I'll put it in the rotate toy bin until next time. I just went through, we had 2 giant bins in the garage that were rotate toy bins, and I just went through and cleared them out. Like, I donated basically 1 whole bin full of just random toys that they were like, oh my, okay, my battery died. So I just switched batteries, but I just went through the rotate toy bin in the garage, donated like 1 whole box basically 1 whole toy box full of toys that they just don't play with anymore. But they were like, I love these toys so much. So I was like, fine, I'll just put them in the rotate toy bin, and then in a few months we'll go through them and see if you like them. And they're at the stage now where I just know that they won't play with them. So I'm donating them to somebody who will, because my kids have so many toys. The majority of their toys are downstairs here on the main floor. They each have some toys upstairs when we're up there, like doing laundry or I'm crafting or whatever at my desk. There's some toys up there, but the majority of the time spent for them is down here on the main floor. So the majority of their toys are just here on the main floor, which just makes more sense because we don't spend a ton of time up in their rooms because their rooms are upstairs. So that's why there's so many toys down here. But hopefully it's more organized now. They can see everything. I put some stuff in the clear bins that were just kind of shoved in there, or in some other bins that were not clear that they can't see. Like, if you see it, maybe you'll play with it kind of thing. So we're trying that. But yeah, I think it looks a lot better. It took me all morning to do because the kids just wanted to play with the stuff when I got it out. I have the ball pit in the living room, which I already know I'm gonna regret because I regretted it before when it was in the living room, but we'll see. Now that it's cleaned out, and I switched out the balls and stuff that were in it and threw away some of the old balls that were like squished and not, you know, pretty and clean. They're playing in it now, so we'll have to just see how they do. We'll see if they keep playing with it. If they keep playing with it, I'll leave it and it's just a ball mess I have to clean up every day. If they don't play with it, maybe I'll put it in Maverick's room because he's got space in his room, and maybe they'll play with it up there. Maybe I'll just put it away until the next baby comes and the next baby wants to play with it, because Maverick loved it when he was little. Knox really doesn't play with it very much. He'll get in it when Maverick's in it, but it's just, I don't know, not his thing. So maybe the next baby will want to play with it. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Or maybe they'll just start playing with it and I'll just leave it in the living room and clean up balls every day. We'll see. So yeah, much better, much cleaner, much more organized. I feel much better about it. We'll see how long it lasts. Probably not long.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. That is everything I've got for you today. And please like and subscribe to my channel if you loved watching videos like this, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.